Tonight, government workers take their protest to the streets following failed negotiations with government. Also, a man is shot and killed overnight. And later, a former Defense Force Marine accused of murder back in court today. This is Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News brought to you by Flow Evo, powered by BTC. Flow Evo is here.
Hundreds marching in protest today, withdrawing their labor and demanding government to pay up now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Janae Noel Ferguson. Thanks so much for joining us. Off the top tonight, after weeks of failed negotiations with government, the Bahamas Public Services Union took their concerns to the streets, marching this morning to the Churchill building on Bay Street in hopes of getting a response from Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, but that demonstration did not go as planned. Francesca Brown has the details in tonight's top story.
Hundreds of Bahamas Public Service Union workers marched from Market Street to Cabinet Office downtown at the Churchill building, where they chanted and sang. In solidarity, the union is protesting the government's refusal to pay a $1,200 lump sum as outlined in their industrial agreement. Union heads had anticipated meeting with the Prime Minister yesterday. Since that did not happen, the union decided to take the meeting to him. And while the demonstration was peaceful, it was clear the members were frustrated they will not receive their money.
People even get nothing to get for their family. But yet, go to work, go to work, go to work. Come on, that's what this is right here. People are tired. The people are tired. That's why we're here. We're standing for our money. If we lay down, we can get run over.
It's our money. We work for it. It has been an industrial agreement. 2 words the Prime Minister needs to say, and if we all will go home, you have the money. We are good people, you know. Bahamians are good people. Because if we were elsewhere, ma'am, it would have been hell in Harlem.
And after hours of standing in the rain, the Prime Minister never came to address the crowd. However, union leaders say this is not the end.
When the masses of the country assemble, somebody should have come out, even a representative on his behalf, should have come out and said something to the people. So it's really, really disappointing. I don't know if persons are taking a slight, but we're going to continue to agitate until such time as we get an affirmative response.
If they are not satisfied today, then we'll come out here tomorrow. I hope we come out tomorrow, but this will not end until we get the resolution and the desired result that they want.
And while today's demonstration did not go as planned, union members had this message for the Prime Minister.
That's our money, and we want our money, and we want it now.
Francesca Brown, Eyewitness News.
Well, government workers hoping to fuel up their government-issued vehicles also impacted by today's strike action. Ministry of Work employees reportedly parking their trucks, blocking the entrance of the fuel pumps at the Ministry of Works on John F. Kennedy Drive. Eyewitness News understands that tow trucks were called to have those trucks removed. Well, over in Grand Bahama, members of the labor movement also taking their action to the streets in a show of solidarity, marching from the office of the Prime Minister at the Harold de Gregory building to the Rand Memorial Hospital. Union representatives say government must give what was promised as prescribed in their industrial agreement.
Today is not a day. Today is not a day of politics. Red, yellow, green, whatever. Today is about Bahamian rights and public officers who are deserving of what we need to come here today to represent.
I want you to come to work daily, 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. They put pressure on you to get the job done because they got deadlines to meet. Yet still, they don't demonstrate no care, no concern for the people, for the workers.
Meanwhile, the Bahamas Junior Doctors Union on day 2 of their strike, claiming that their issues over pay have continuously fallen on deaf ears. Yesterday, the union met with Prime Minister Dr. Eyewitness and held a union meeting today to discuss the way forward. Our Janelle Longley has this update.
Now, PHAs refused to attend those meetings on 2 instances. So what other recourse do we have but to, again, seek strike action? We're trying to avoid that. That's why we need this dealt with. Otherwise, we're going to be here again next week or next month.
President of the Bahamas Junior Doctors Union, Melissa Bassett, today reiterating that if the union's demands are not met, they will continue with their industrial action. The union met today at the BCPOU Hall, and Bassett says that despite what the public may think, it's about more than just the money.
Yourself in our position and ask yourself if you would put up with the same thing. And if you would spend the same amount of time from 2010 to 2019 sitting down and asking, please pay me for working holidays. We have not been paid for working holidays in all this time. Ask yourself if you would put up with that for as long as we have.
She added that as the union continues their action, they have protocols in place to cover any hospital emergencies.
We are doing the best that we can. We get a call to say we need an extra physician there. We make the change and we make sure that they show up. So we're not putting the public at risk. We're fighting feverishly to bring this to an end.
Yesterday, Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands explained that holiday payment issues were because the PHA could not verify persons that actually worked on holidays. However, Bassett said that the doctors had a system in place to log holiday work forms.
PHA made the position that it does not want to use those forms anymore. But quite frankly, I don't think that those issues are ours. That was agreed upon. That is a policy that was in place, that was set there. And to just simply say, I don't want to use that anymore, you got to do something else, is not fair to us.
Now the union is expected to meet with the Health Minister, Dr. Dwayne Sands, today, and they will have another meeting on Monday. And Dr. Bassett says that if all the issues are not resolved, the doctors will not be returning to work. Janelle Longley, Eyewitness News.
Well, the withdrawal of labor by junior doctors forcing the Princess Margaret Hospital and the Rand Memorial Hospital in Grand Bahama, along with other government healthcare facilities, to activate its Emergency Operations Center. In a statement released this afternoon, the Public Hospitals Authority advised that services have been reduced to emergencies only, and the authority deeply regrets the impact this inaction has had on the provision of care to the Bahamian people.